Hello everybody, just a quick kind of housekeeping. Can people let me know if the audio is okay? Because I'm not sure if this microphone's any good. Because I've not used it in a while and it's a bit dusty, so it might be a load of shit. Let me know if the audio's alright, because I need to know. Because audio is the most important thing for this kind of stuff. So I need to know if the audio is okay. Going to my setting, Arunu's. I got it set to 150 at the moment. Let me know if it's alright. Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, anyone? Is this alright? I can't tell. I need to check if the stream's alright, because I'm going mad. Audio sounds alright? Okay, I'm just going to check the replay. Audio sounds alright? Okay, I'm just going to check the or if this microphone's any good. Good shit. Let me. The most important. Going to my settings. Let me know. Okay, cool. The audio's all good. Alright. Welcome to the stream. I've not done a stream in a while, so it's all good. Just thought I'd just do like what I've picked up recently and what I've watched recently. We can just like chat in the comments as well. Have a cup of tea for the working man. Right. Hope everyone's doing well. I've been away for a little while, so I don't know what to expect here. We've got a couple of comments. Did you see that? Welcome to the stream. He says, "Hey Jason, hope you're doing well, man. I've just found out about your channel from Soph, so I've subbed and will be checking out your content." Well, I really do appreciate that. I really do. Thanks, Soph, for like pimping me out, I suppose. But yeah, thank you very much, man. I do appreciate that. You might want to go and check out some of my older content, because I'm being in a bit of a weird kind of content rut at the moment, and I don't know when I'm going to have a new video up yet. So just bear with me in that regard. And yeah, you also say audio sounds good, so that's good. I'm glad it sounded alright. I went on my phone to check the stream, and it sounded alright to me, volume wise. My lovely Soph is here. Hello, Soph. She says it sounds a little bit quiet. Is it still quiet, Soph? Let me know. But I'll just carry on. When it comes to pickups, I haven't brought out everything I've picked up recently. I've only brought like highlights, because it'd be an 8-hour stream again if I brought everything I've picked up recently. But obviously you've seen a lot of people pick this up recently. I've seen a lot of people get this on their channel. Dog Soldiers. This is the second sight limited edition. Really, so excited to get this in the post, guys, because this is one of those super underrated werewolf films nobody talks about, and it's a British werewolf movie as well, so it just automatically gets 10 points, right? So yeah, I'm really happy to get this. I'm a bit disappointed, a little bit. I was hoping that we would get an Amaray case, but we don't. We just get this digipack case, and I hate digipacks, guys. I can't stand them. I think they're just cost cutting laziness, and I bet you they don't pass down the savings to the consumer, to the person buying it, to the collectors, whatever. I bet you if this had a bloody Amaray case in it, it'd be the same price. I bet it would have done. So a bit disappointed about the presentation in general in terms of it being a digipack. But you get a massive book in this, which is pretty great actually. The book is huge. Nice reading materials if you want to read about the film. I did hear about apparently the director of this. He was lucky that he even got to make this film. He just had this idea for his werewolf movie he really wanted to make, and he actually happened to find people that really wanted to let him make it and give him the money to pursue that kind of dream, and he got to make it, which is pretty great. And it's really good. Really recommend Dog Soldiers, and this second sight set is really nice. I kind of wish I just went for the standard edition, but I digress. Usually I find that I'm not being blown away by these limited sets anymore. They've just been becoming more standard as they go along, and there's not many that have surprised me really. And again, the digipack kind of disappointed me. I was hoping for an Amore case, as they say. But that's Dog Soldiers, really good movie. Go to the comments. We have Big P33. Evening, sir. I'll get those slips to you soon. What you picked up lately? Not seen any uploads. Yeah, I've not uploaded in a while. I've kind of hit this weird creative kind of brick wall where I just don't feel like I want to make videos at the moment. Like it's just the thing will come back again. That's why I'm streaming today. I just really fancy just doing a really random stream, just to like catch up with people and just like connect with everyone. But yeah, I've just been in this weird creative rut where I want to go a bit further with my videos and be a bit more creative rather than just be doing pickup videos and doing top 10s and stuff. I want to go that further hurdle, but to do that I kind of need to relocate where I film, which may take a long time. So for the most part I might just sprinkle videos here and there, but full fat kind of videos won't be for a while, I'm afraid. But I do have a top 5 video coming out at some point this week maybe, that I filmed today, which is quite a cool little video that I had the urge to record. But I've got some pickups here that I want to show off. That's the whole point, is just to give a little bit of what I've watched and what I've picked up. But yeah, that's that really. That's why I haven't really uploaded in a while, but it is what it is. Soph says, my love, what has been your favourite cinema experience we have experienced together? It sounds alright now I turned up my laptop. See, it was your volume, my love. You are just like, turn it up, man. You'll get the volume. What was I going to say? Favorite cinema experience we have experienced together. This may be cliche, Soph, but Godzilla 1954 on the big screen was unbelievable. But that's just me being biased because I love that film so much. So seeing that on the big screen was really special to me, and to share it with you and to introduce you to that film was awesome as well. So yeah, I really love that. I've enjoyed all the films we've gone and seen together. You know, I don't think I've come out of a film and said that was shit. I think I've enjoyed all the films we've seen. Maybe like X was one where I was a bit on the fence with. But aside from that, I think we saw Ghostbusters after. I thought that was great. Bullet Train was amazing. Spider-Man No Way Home was great. Yeah, there's been some great stuff we've seen together, my love. Did you see that said? Watched Dog Soldiers for the first time around a month or so ago, and it's a great movie. Definitely want the 4K, but the digipack is lazy. Yeah, I hate digipacks. Digipacks are like my bane in my existence. It goes all the way back to CDs. Like when I used to collect music CDs, I always have to get the jewel case. I couldn't get the digipack releases because they suck. But yeah. Big P33 says, hopefully got the Dog Soldier set coming this week too. Awesome. It's a nice set, bar the digipack, but I'm hoping the 4K transfer is going to be great. Usually second sight don't disappoint, so hopefully it's going to be good. When it comes to the next pickups, I've been playing these games. If any of you play video games, you've played these, the Mafia Trilogy. Just finished the first one. It's the remake of the original 2002 game. And fun fact, I'm only mentioning this just passing on really. Mafia, the story in the first Mafia game is so good and so well acted and so well just presented. It really got me into wanting to watch more kind of prohibition 1930s mafia films. So I just picked this up in the charity shop because I've never seen it. So I thought for 50p, I want to give this a go. I've heard it's really good, like prohibition 1930s era gangster. I'm all for that right now. I just want to check this out. Looking forward to that. It's Untouchables. Let me know what you think of the Untouchables, guys, because I've heard it's really good and I want to check it out for the first time. I thought this cheapo DVD will be good enough for the time being. I think there's a 4K, so if I like this a lot, I might get the 4K when the 4K comes out, or if it's already out, I'm not too sure. But yeah, Untouchables sounds really cool. Moving over to the comments again. Dr. Impossible, best name on YouTube, still hands down. Getting controversial about fucking shitty digipacks. Can't stand the bloody things. Yeah, they suck. Like, they really suck. Stream's gonna be all about fucking digipacks now. But yeah, they suck. Yeah, that sucks. Jason, the old millennial. Oh, wrong comment. Good first name. I know it's the best first name, right? Yeah. Yeah, you too, sir. You too. Did you see that says, nothing wrong with taking some time to yourself and refresh. Think of ideas and come back with a bang, dude. I say this to anyone on YouTube. It's your channel. You're your own boss. Yeah, that is true. That is true, I suppose. I just feel a bit burnt out. Like, it's weird. Like, I went really hard with the channel early on in the year. Did 3 videos a week for a long time. And I just think it just sapped all the fun out of it, really, for the time being. But yeah, I've not really had the urge to come back like straight away. It's like I don't want to say I've left, because I haven't, because this channel is still going. I'm still gaining subs. I'm still getting views on my content. So it isn't like I've disappeared. It's just I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm going to upload again. So I really want to carry on with the YouTube. It's just finding ideas that I really feel passionate about making videos on, and that's the hard part, because sometimes you fall into a rut where you're just making videos for the sake of it, and I don't want my channel just to be filled with just lazy videos that you can tell I'm not really fully invested in, and I want to be really invested in videos and have fun doing it again. So the break is kind of necessary, I think. And yeah, hopefully I'll come back with a bit more gusto, as they say. But yeah, Soph says, yes, I agree, Godzilla 54 was fucking epic. I know I moaned about seeing it, but I did actually love it. Yeah, that's the thing though, because I can understand that it's from the 50s, it's in black and white, and it's in Japanese. So for a lot of people, those are pretty much like just what's the word? Fuck. They're pretty much like those kind of barriers are literally an instant turn off to people. Like, if you say, oh, it's in Japanese and it's black and white, doesn't matter what year it's from, people they can't be bothered with that. But I think Godzilla 1954 is so good in everything it does that I think everyone should give it a chance. It may seem quite dated now in terms of its effects, but you've got to remember, in 1954 it was next level. It created the kaiju movie. It was it was that big Japanese monster movie that just became a mega success. And Godzilla's like 67 years old now this year. 67 we've had Godzilla movies. There's like 38, 39 movies. It's crazy. But yeah, that film is epic and I love it. And I'm still holding out that we get that fucking 4K release, because they've got the restoration. They can release it on disc, please. Thank you very much. My love, did you see that? He's called Mike. Okay, cool. Good to know. Hello, Mike. Thanks for joining the stream. Big P33. A friend of mine was a storyboard artist on Neil Marshall's Doomsday and also the Adrian Brody movie, The Jacket. That's cool. I don't think I've seen The Jacket. Or is Doomsday that cannibal movie, sort of like post-apocalyptic cannibal? Let me know, Al, because I'm sure, I think I've seen it, but it must have been a very long time ago and I don't remember it, if I'm honest. Dr. Impossible says, check out the Morricone film score to The Untouchables, and a film score with real balls. Well, it's Morricone, so it's going to be epic, right? It's going to be awesome. But yeah, I'll definitely check out the score for that. I'm looking forward to checking out film in general, to be honest. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. Soph says, I told you to make a video about me, and boom, 1 million subs. I don't think that's how it works. Soph, because for me to make a video, for me to make a video on you and it gets 1 million subs, it means that people want to see you. So I don't understand why you're not making videos so you get 1 million subs. Boom, there you go, solved the issue. Radley Stark, welcome to the stream. Jason, if you feel you're in a rut, start doing reviews. You have tons of Blu-rays, rate franchise entries, rate best of the genre in genres, expand into stuff that isn't. This is what I bought this week. Yeah, I know. I agree. I just don't think I'm very good at reviews. So I don't think I'm very good at like articulating my thoughts on reviews. So it's kind of like I try to avoid it because there's so many people, obviously, bigger channels and people that I feel just do it way better than me. And obviously, the thing I bring to it is my own opinion, of course, because that's what reviews are. But I feel like some people have got it down pat where they've got this, the way they present their reviews are so good and their production value is so good that I just don't think I can really match that. So that's why it kind of I'm a bit intimidated to go down that route. But I appreciate their suggestions and I appreciate the advice. So we'll see what I'll do going forward. But yeah, I do appreciate that though, Radley. I really do. Thank you. Where am I? Doctor Impossible of Counterpunch. Again, the awesome name of YouTube. Christ, I still have my BFI DVD of Godzilla that I bought way back in 2001. Yeah, that is quite an old DVD. I used to have it, but I think I gave it as a submail to I think Keith of Euphoria Pictures because he hadn't seen it before. And I've got about like 4 different copies of that movie on different formats. But yeah, I think that's quite an old DVD. The thing is, I really want a 4K of that. And when the BFI did their 100 years of Japan last November, it was like a month-long thing at the BFI cinemas. They advertised the Godzilla showing as a new 4K restoration, which tells me that maybe a 4K disc is incoming, right? Is on its way, but I've heard nothing. But then I remember Toho are the worst to work with. They're the worst company who they don't even want to. They rather not give out their Godzilla rights and stuff like that, and give the West Godzilla on 4K and Blu-ray. Because all the Godzilla films are on 4K in Japan. I can go on Amazon Japan and just order all the 4K Godzillas. The problem is that there's no English subtitles on those discs, so it's pretty much pointless really for me to buy them and watch them and not really be able to enjoy them because you can't follow the story in a sense. But I digress. I know they're monster movies, you're not meant to follow the story, but sometimes the story can be good in those kind of monster movies. Sophie says the BFI cinema is stunning. Yeah, it was like an old theatre. It's really cool. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was great. The cool thing about the BFI cinema as well, because the Godzilla 954 film is in 4:3, is in like a square box, like 4:3 aspect ratio. Where you've got the big, obviously you've got the big wide cinema screen. The curtains come in and like crop it, like so it actually looks like it covers the rest of the screen, so you actually get the proper aspect ratio. Really cool stuff. Really clever for a cinema to do that. Really cool. Mr. Powell, the bald-headed twat from Bournemouth. Welcome to the stream. Jamie says, "Good evening, mate. Sorry, can't hang for long. Got to be up in 6 hours. Must chat again soon, though. Stay safe, play safe. Oh, hello, Sophie too." Yeah, well, thanks, Jamie. I appreciate you dropping by to say hello. Do appreciate it. Yeah, get some sleep, pal, and I'll speak to you soon. Big P 33 says, "Yeah, that's the one, pal. Was pretty cool as my mate was showing me production drawings of the human bones car before the movie released." Right. Yeah, I don't really remember much about that Doomsday movie, but I knew it was something to do with like post-apocalyptic cannibal stuff. But yeah, maybe it's a rewatch is in order at some point. But I'm all for watching movies that take forever. Right. Soph says, no, my love. Just dangle me about like a carrot on a string to entice people to your channel." I don't think that'll work. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, don't think how it works. You also say, we have 1 month until the Stranger Things experience. Are you excited? I am excited, but I don't know really what to expect because I've been to some of these experiences and they're not like some of them. Like I went on this Star Wars one and it wasn't really that great, so I'm a bit unsure whether I don't know what to expect because from what I've heard, tickets weren't cheap, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be very long. I just hope it's worth it. I just hope it's worth the time, the time away and the time out and stuff, traveling there, traveling back. You never know. You never know. It could be shit. But it's Stranger Things, so the whole general atmosphere will probably be great anyway. So I'm just being a negative Nancy. I need to stop. Radley says, don't undersell yourself. You have good screen presence and you're passionate about movies. That's more than some of the big boys have. Anyway, bedtime for me. Take care and good luck. Thanks, Radley. I'd really appreciate you joining the stream for the little while you did. Sleep well and stay safe, man. Right, that's the end of the comments for the time being. Let's move over. So, Jordan Peele has recently released Nope. I have not got around to watching it yet, but me and Soph are going to go and see it this week, most likely. So I picked up Get Out and Us, because I hadn't owned them. I've seen these films. I love these movies. I think they're great. Hadn't owned them yet. So I was really fortunate to pick up these with these nice slip covers. £4.50, brand new each. What was I going to say? I picked these up in HMV, £4.50, and because I want to rewatch them before I go and see Nope. And Soph hasn't seen these yet, so we wanted to watch these and then go and see Nope. I'm really hoping Jordan Peele gives us the hat trick in terms of like 3 movies that are great. I've heard Nope is really good, so I'm really looking forward to it. But that's Get Out and Us. I think Get Out is the better movie, but I think I might enjoy the concept of Us a bit more. But let me know what you guys think about Get Out and Us. I think they're both great, and let's hope Nope is great as well. More comments. We have Kai in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hey Jason, how have you been? I've been alright, man. I've been good. Like I've been saying pretty earlier, I was saying that I've a bit of a creative rut where I've come away from YouTube a little bit, just having a bit of a break and just trying to reevaluate what I want to do on the channel, stuff like that. But I've been good. Life has been pretty decent out there, actually. Pretty good. Just hanging out, doing stuff, working as you do. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining the stream. Soph says, be more positive, my love. It's going to be epic. Yes, I can't wait to see Nope, but I do want to watch Get Out and Us beforehand. We could do a double feature, Soph, and watch them in one night. Do a double feature and then watch Nope maybe the day after or something. I don't know. I'm working afternoons next week, so it's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. Next up, I picked up a bunch of Akira Kurosawa films because I think he's a director that no one really talks about. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Not seen many of his films. I've only seen maybe 2 of his films, but I picked up Ran. This is really quite hard to get. It wasn't expensive per se, but it's all over eBay. But I mean, usually films like this you can just go into HMV and just grab it, but they didn't have it at all. They had it on 4K and they had the DVD, but they didn't have it on Blu-ray, and I didn't really want the 4K. But I picked up the Blu-ray. It's quite a nice little edition, actually. Ran. Not seen this one, but I've heard it's really, really good. So hopefully it's decent. One of his best films, in my opinion, Seven Samurai. I picked these are still quite sealed because I've not actually opened them yet. But Seven Samurai is a 50s black and white in Japanese 3-hour-long movie. Now, we were speaking about barriers earlier about the Godzilla movie, original 54 Godzilla. But yeah, this has got serious barriers to entry, being that it's so long and it's just black and white in a foreign language. But this is one of the greatest kind of adventure action movies ever made, in my opinion. It's so great when it's focusing around the characters that we get, and this village is getting every harvest they get attacked by this bandit who basically steal all their grain and all their harvest. So one season they get fed up and they send a guy from the village to go and find samurai warriors who can protect their village from these bandits. And the first half of the film is this guy gathering all the samurai up and gathering the 7 samurai, and the second half of the film is like them defending the little village. Amazing choreography, amazing character work. Yeah, it's one of the best films of its kind, and I think everyone should check it out. Like I said, it's in Japanese, in black and white, and it's 3 hours long, but it's one of the best films ever made, and one of Kurosawa's best, in my opinion. Next up, I've picked up Rashomon. Not seen this one, but it sounds really cool, like a whodunit. Basically, like about an ambush, rape, and murder. And you've got 4 participants give a different view of what actually happens. It's like a mystery, kind of mystery movie. But sounds really cool. And it's got one of the best actors of all time, Toshiro Mifune. He's absolutely outstanding in this in the films I've seen him in. Seven Samurai, Yojimbo. One of my favourite films of all time is Yojimbo, and Toshiro Mifune is just outstanding in that film. It's fucking awesome. I picked up a couple of Criterion. Now, I don't really collect Criterion. But they in HMV they had 2 Criterion Akira Kurosawa movies on sale for like 13 quid each. That first one is Dreams. Again, I've not seen this one. I love that cover art. I think it's great. It's almost like a kid has done a landscape, almost like it's a really cool artwork. Yeah, £13. I thought it was really good prices for Criterion. And also got Kagemusha or Kagemusha or however you pronounce it. Kagemusha, I think, something like that. I digress. But yeah, picked up that 13 quid. Not seen this one. I've heard this is good as well. It's from the 1980. And again, it's quite long. It's like 3 hours long, pretty much. But yeah, looking forward to checking those out. That's pretty much the highlights of my pickups lately. But we'll move over to the chat. So it says we could do it tomorrow, as in the double feature of us and Get Out. Sure thing. If I can be bothered, because I change my mind like a fucking weird person. Anyway, Dr. Impossible says, I'll settle for Ran, epic film, a worthy movie for sure. Awesome. Looking forward to it. I've not seen it. Kai says, Akira Kurosawa is great, true master. Most of his films have released through BFI, Dreams, Kagemusha, and Ran are the only exceptions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I just showed you, Dreams and Kagemusha were Criterion, and Ran, I think, is Studio Canal. Yeah, Ran is Studio Canal put that one out, which is pretty cool. It's really weird because as a weird kind of uniformity, you can get Ran, and you can get I think you can get seven. Yeah, you can get Ran, Seven Samurai. You can get Hidden Fortress and Throne of Blood, the other Kurosawa films. You can get all those on Criterion in America. So it's like I could import them, but they want like 40 quid for them. So I'm not paying that when I've just got what probably is like a it doesn't it's a. Is that broken? No. It's probably got like. It's probably fine. I don't need the Criterion release, I suppose. How do you pronounce this guy's name? This person's name? Volskian. That sounds cool. Thank you. Doctor Impossible. Good man. Dreams. Not seen it, man. I'm hoping it's really, really good. I know it's more like a weird kind of. Apparently, he created it through like dreams he actually had as a kid, so it's like almost like he's I don't know, I could be wrong, I could be absolutely wrong. I'm gonna look like an idiot now on stream. That 8 mythical vignettes. This late work by Kurosawa was inspired by the beloved director's own nightmarish visions. Okay, so it wasn't dreams per se, but it's like nightmarish visions. I was close to the close, but no cigar, I suppose. I don't even have cigars, I don't even smoke. Volkswagen says, what is your favourite film? That would be Godzilla 1954, but I feel like a broken record if I talk about that movie again. Good, but it's just an outstanding piece of work from the 50s. One of the best 50s Japanese cinema put out, in my opinion. If not, you go to sleep. I will watch City. Yeah, yeah, you will. So, yes, you will. Kai says, hoping they get UK Criterion releases in the future. Ikaru and High and Low are amazing if you haven't seen them. I haven't seen them, to be honest. Have not seen those. But yeah, I thought I'd move on now because I couldn't believe my luck with this. Went to a charity shop. Now, I've got big nostalgia for the original PlayStation growing up as a kid. And I found this big haul of old PlayStation games in a charity shop, 50p each. So we've got Die Hard Trilogy. I have so much nostalgia for this. I played a couple of levels of it earlier and it still sort of holds up in a weird way. Yeah, enjoyed my time going back to this one. It's pretty fun. You've got the old Formula 1. Nostalgia overload for me. I'm not even into... I don't even like Formula 1. But I remember playing the shit out of this game when I was a kid. It's kind of unbearable to play now because the audio is so bad and the engines just are just the loudest thing in the game. So it just becomes a horrible earache. I see you, Soph. Soph says he has nostalgia because he is old. I mean, nostalgia is when you reminisce back, isn't it? So it doesn't matter what age you are. Everyone's going to have nostalgia for something. Dr. Impossible says, one of the nice things, Jason, is that you're experiencing these films for the first time. So these films are not old films, but new films to you. I'm old, so these films are old to me. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, to be honest, man, because, you know, I don't think release date, when a film came out, it shouldn't really be that relevant. It should be whether you want to watch it, for one, and whether you enjoyed it after the fact. Like, my favourite film is older than my parents. Godzilla 1954. You know, my dad was born in 57, my mum was born in 60. So it's like that film is older than me, older than my mum, and older than my dad. And it's my favourite film of all time. I absolutely adore that film. So I feel like the age of a film is irrelevant because it all depends on what you enjoy. And some films are just, some films are timeless in that regard. And I think, from what I've heard, a lot of these Kurosawa films are timeless masterpieces. Seven Samurai was 54 as well, and that film is a fucking masterpiece. So I really don't feel like, I definitely agree that, they're not old films because people aren't, discovering them for the first time. So they're new films to me, they're new films to other people. It's like this is comment now, Soph. Recently experienced Jaws for the first time. I loved it. See, like we watched Jaws on 4K. I loved that film. I think it's one of the best films ever made. Soph, watched it for the first time and she loved it. So I think age just doesn't matter in terms of movies. Sometimes I feel like if I go really far back, I feel like they're a bit too dated for me. I just can't get anything from them. I think like you got stuff like To the Moon. It's like one of the oldest films ever made. It's just a silent film. I don't get much out of silent films now. But I still feel like anyone can enjoy any film, no matter its age. And where Soph was like, oh, he has nostalgia because he's old. Everybody has nostalgia, Soph. Everyone. You have nostalgia for whatever you grew up with. It's about nostalgia, just, having that little twinkle, that little kind of like, just, that wave of just love that you feel for stuff when you grew up. It just makes you think of your childhood when we were innocent and didn't have all this fucking bollocks to worry about. Anyway, I'll carry on. PS1 games. Destruction Derby Raw. Don't know anything about this. I just saw it and thought I'd get it. 50p. 50p, why not? Civilization 2. Cool, kind of like a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a city builder. Not really a city builder, it's more like a 4X game, I suppose. I got Command and Conquer, classic RTS, love it. Volskian said, yeah, completely agree, awesome. Kai said, are you going to watch Dragon Ball Superhero? Yeah, I've seen it twice. It came out Wednesday in the UK, so I saw it in its Japanese, in its original Japanese form with English subtitles. Then on Friday, what am I talking about? Last night, Saturday night, I watched it in its English dub. I'm in two minds with this film. I think if you just want it as a standalone, silly, fun Dragon Ball film, it's entertaining. You know, I think I enjoyed it more on the second watch than I did on the first watch, which is interesting. But I feel like it has a lot of things where it has a lot of things that it doesn't explain. That it seems like it just pulls out of its arse. Oh yeah, we did this now. Way it feels a bit weird like that, but I think it's enjoyable. I think Dragon Ball Super Broly was a much better movie. It gave us what I really expect from Dragon Ball, which is over the top action and crazy fight sequences. We don't really get this with Superhero. We get more of a grounded film and more of a smaller stakes movie. But yeah, I thought it was fun for what it was. It's the weakest of the 4 Dragon Ball Renaissance movies. So Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, Broly, and now Superhero. I still think Battle of the Gods is the best movie out of those 4. I think it gave us, interesting expanded lore. Gave us awesome new characters in Whis and Beerus. Yeah, I just thought it was really fun. Just the animation was fantastic. I still think I haven't topped that in terms of storytelling and characters. But yeah, Superhero is fun. I think if you can go and see it on the big screen, I think it's definitely worthwhile. But don't expect the absurdity and crazy fight sequences that we got with Broly, or even Resurrection of F in that matter, because it's more small scale this film. But yeah, I do recommend it for what it was. But yeah, don't let me dissuade you. It's still entertaining. It's still enjoyable. But I feel like it suffers from what I consider to be the problem with modern Dragon Ball. It completely nostalgia baits 100%, and it does lots of arse pull stuff. Like it just pulls things out of its arse. Like it doesn't explain things properly, and it's just like, oh, we need this power up out of nowhere. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it's a bit like that. But I hope you enjoy it though. Don't let me dissuade you or discourage you checking it out. It's still fun. Moving on to PlayStation games, because I'm a weirdo. Constructor, never heard of this one, but it's like a city builder. Die Hard Trilogy 2. The sequel to a trilogy that we didn't really need, because it's not based on any movies, which is weird. I remember getting this, being really hyped for this when I was a kid, because I used to love, I loved Die Hard Trilogy, the game. And this is more of the same, split into 3 different game modes. You've got third-person shooter, on rails, kind of light gun shooter, and then like a driving game. It's fucking weird. But yeah, Die Hard Trilogy 2. Then I got 1. I haven't got a clue about this game, but it's 50p. Populous, another kind of like city builder kind of 4X game. Siphon Filter, one of my favourite games as a kid. Absolutely love it. Where you get a taser and you can taser someone to death and they set on fire and they scream. Siphon Filter 2, more of the same, really fun. As a kid I played loads of that as well. What else do we have? We have Urban Chaos. I remember playing this as a kid, but I don't really remember much of it, so it could be an absolute disaster to play now. And the last 2 games that I've got here are V-Rally, because I used to play loads of rally games as a kid, and Warhammer Dark Omen. I'm mistaken this for the actual, Legacy of Kain Dark Omen, but it is what it is. So those are like 50p for those. I thought, why not just pick them all up, because nostalgia is a thing, as Soph did imply. I'm old, apparently. Where was we? Soph says, same with Predator, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, etc. All these first time experiences. Yeah, man, like it's really good. Like, and it's not, obviously there's films that we've watched together, Soph, that you didn't like Wishmaster, for example. I love Wishmaster, fucking 90s cheese, it's great. But yeah, I know you didn't really go much on that. I can't remember what other films. There's other films that we couldn't really agree on, but I don't remember. Decipher, welcome to the stream. Just Doctor Strangelove still gets a chuckle despite its age. Timeless comedy. I've not seen that, to be honest. I know, isn't it on Criterion as well? I think Criterion has that, I believe. I could be wrong. But yeah, I've not actually seen that at all. But maybe I should. Let me know. Dr. Impossible says, so you were a Jaws virgin, but had your film cherry popped by a great one. No, not me. Soph. I saw that film years ago. Absolutely years ago. I love that movie. Jaws is amazing. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, she was a Jaws virgin. Yeah. Yep, that's a great way to put it as well. Film cherry popped by a great white shark. That's great. That needs to be on a t-shirt. Dr. Impossible, make it happen, dude. Sophie says, I talk about nostalgia while I'm lying in bed, cuddled up with Sweep. I would expect nothing less, Soph, to be honest. Kai says, I'm just waiting for One Piece Film Red to get released here. Not really checked out One Piece. I kind of like once an anime gets so far deep, like it's like 1,000 odd episodes now with One Piece. I just don't want to waste my time. I know I'm not wasting my time because it probably is going to be good. I know I'm going to like it because I tend to gravitate to those shonen anime. But One Piece is so far along that I just don't feel like, starting it and trying to catch up and get up to date. It's just going to take too long. So I've already thrown in the towel for One Piece, to be honest. Kai says Brody was great. Can't wait to check out the new Dragon Ball film. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun if it does have its problems, but when just Dragon Ball not have its problems, I suppose. Volskian, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, man. Volskian says, just wanted to say you are one of the most underrated YouTubers on this platform. Keep up the good work, man. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that, man. Really do. Thanks so much. Honestly, thanks so much. Kai says, why is this not working? There you go. Kai says, I don't know if you read the manga, but they are just pulling new forms out of nowhere at the moment, especially with Frieza. I've seen a little tidbits of like the recent chapter, which it's got me intrigued, to be honest. I'm just like, that sounds interesting. But Toritaro I've noticed he's had a lot of criticism thrown at him for kind of doing arse pulls a lot of the time. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to the anime to come back and adapt those arcs to animation. It should be pretty fun. Dragon Ball's fun. I can get critical with it sometimes if I don't like where it goes story wise, but I still have fun with it. Even Super was fun. That had a lot of problems as well, but I still have fun. It's never going to be as good as the original Dragon Ball Z, but we're still going to have fun with it. And I try to turn my brain off a little bit when watching Dragon Ball because it is crazy and it's meant to be crazy, insane, and power levels and fighting and Goku and Vegeta being absolute badasses. And I try not to really be too critical, but something I felt a bit indecisive with this new film. I had a lot of fun with it, but story-wise, especially towards the end of the film, I had a bit issues with where it took a certain character. But that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, hope you have a good time with it, man. It's fun. So it says, we do not talk about Wishmaster. We do because it's awesome and it's super 90s cheese and it's really underrated. So nah, that's right. I went there, Soph. Nah. Soph says, Sweep is honestly the best present anyone has bought me. So, if you don't know, Soph has a real kind of love for Sooty and Sweep and has kind of a nostalgic tie to them. So, I bought her a little Sweep hand puppet for Christmas and she absolutely loves it. It's like her favourite thing. So, I'm glad I can please, I suppose. Kai says, I know how that feels. I'm caught up with One Piece. Oof. Ugh. Oof. 1,000 episodes, man. That's long. Like, my brother watches it in dub, so he's nowhere near the fuck up to date. Because it's like over 1,000 episodes in Japanese, isn't it? As far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. Volskian says, you're pronouncing it properly, by the way. Good to know. Good to know. Dr. Impossible says, have you seen the shitstorm called Prey, Jason? As in the new Predator film, I have seen it, and it's nowhere near as good as everyone says. I thought it was okay. It was alright. It didn't offend me or anything like that. I thought it was fine. I think Disney Plus is the best place for it. I couldn't imagine it being a theatrical release. It just doesn't seem like a theatrical movie to me. I think Disney Plus is the place for it. It's getting a lot of praise, so great. It's doing well, I suppose. That's good for. I'd never want I'd never want the Predator franchise to fail per se. But when people say it's the best film since the original, in my opinion, that's not saying much because the sequels aren't very good. So I don't know why people are so up in arms about it being like amazing, because there's a lot of problems with Prey, in my opinion. I enjoyed it for what it was, as it stood as a film, fine. But the fact that this is meant to be like hundreds of years in the past with this tribe, and they speak fluent English and they talk to each other like modern day kind of people, it irked me a little bit. It didn't feel grounded and realistic. It felt annoying. I felt the main lead character, sure, she was trying to show everyone that she was this badass, that she can go and hunt and she can do what the men do, great. But by the end of the film, her character was the same at the end as it was at the beginning. There was no development to her whatsoever. There should have been immense trauma after what she went through in that film. Without going into spoilers, of course, she should have gone through immense trauma with what she experienced, but she doesn't. She just turns up and hooray, it's all the end, great. And it's like there was no development there. I don't think there was any developments for any of the characters, and that kind of, I think, what hurts the film the most is it's just a very small scale, simple kind of film. But I feel like the important stuff, which is storytelling and character development, are put to the wayside for, crazy violent scenes of the Predator killing things, which is all cool, but it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. Pro Physical Media, welcome to the stream. Evening, sorry for joining late. Had a seizure earlier, so I've been asleep. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better. That's fucking mental. I hope you're doing alright. Honestly, I really do. I haven't seen Dragon Ball since Funimation crapped over Vic. I don't know what you mean. I actually don't know what you mean. Sorry. I don't know what you mean. I hope you're okay though. Let me know if you're okay, because that is horrific. Sending out my thoughts, man. Honestly. What am I doing? Replying. Soph says, don't start with me, mister. You wait until I see you tomorrow, as that's today. I'll mash you up. Everybody. Sophie's got this like alter ego. It's like a superhero called the Masher. And if people cross her, she'll mash them up. She's got like a giant masher. She just mashes people up. It's funny. Decipher says, been wanting to get around to watching Critters for a year now. Your enthusiasm for those films is persuading me. Mate, like, even if you just watch the first Critters movie, it is the most wholesome, just entertaining 90 minutes from the 80s that you're going to get in a while. I guarantee it. It is the most 80s thing you'll ever see. Little monsters, a family at a farm being terrorized by said monsters, bondage-clad bounty hunters who are bad at their job, and an awesome kind of like hair metal number that plays way too many times in the movie, but it's epic. Like, come on, it's so good. It's a film you need to see. And it was born, and it came out when I was born, 1986. Hell yes. Definitely watch it. I've got one of my little krites here. Simon, I've called him. That's Simon. Say hello. There you go. That's Simon. You can go back there. Yeah, I definitely recommend Critters, man. Like, you know, it's not the greatest film ever made. It's you know, it's not gonna win awards. It didn't win awards. You know, it didn't. It barely made a mark. But it's my second favorite film of all time. Is so special to me, and I think a lot of people that haven't seen it and they like those kind of sci-fi horror monster movies, I think you'll get a lot of fun out of it. And I just think the critters as general are just really cool creature designs. Little fur balls with teeth that want to eat your face. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Soph says, where is my firstborn, Steve? Well, Steve the Crite, I really can't be asked to get up and get him. He's over there. I can't bother. Sorry. Sorry, Soph. I can't be asked to go and get him. Tough shit. Dr. Impossible says, too many problems. Predator 2, all is forgiven. Time to kiss and make up. I tried to watch Predator 2 the other day because I watched Prey. Thought that was alright. That was pretty good, apart from the character and story parts. So I put on Predator 2 and it's just not good. Like, it really isn't good. It really isn't. It really isn't. I tried watching it. I'm just like, this is Lethal Weapon, but with the Predator. Like, Danny Glover is just an angry Murtaugh, a young angry Murtaugh, even though the film came out after Lethal Weapon. But I digress. Yeah, I found it a really struggle to get through Predator 2 on a rewatch. Really did. Really struggle. And the big Easter egg in Prey from Predator 2 kind of is a bit silly, but I'm not going to spoilers if people ain't seen it, but you know what I'm talking about. Pro Physical Media says Prey would have done better if it was fully filmed in Comanche. Maybe. I just wanted it to be authentic and have them speak their own language, but I guess hipster English is the way we go with these movies, I suppose. Oh, Peter, stand in silence. Welcome to the stream. Peter 2 is cool and also has Gary Busey. Yeah, Predator 2 has the best fucking thing, best Gary Busey thing ever, where it's like, it's a fucking alien. Best thing. Quote of the film. It's a fucking alien. Yep. Awesome. The film is not good on the rewatch. Just a heads up. Dr. Impossible says, Prey would have done better if it had never been made. Enough said on Prey from me. Oh, scathing, Dr. Impossible. Not for you, I suppose. I thought it was alright, like I said, but I think it had a lot of character problems, and it seemed a bit like convenient for the strong female lead. I think it was a bit convenient. But that's it. That's Hollywood now, I suppose. That's Hollywood. Kai says, had the first 10 collections, 250 episodes on DVD, but realised it would cost way too much and take a long time to catch up, so I sold them and stuck with Crunchyroll. I'm assuming you're talking about One Piece, which, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I used to have a massive anime collection. Like, I've got this shelf over here, you can't see it, you've probably seen it in previous videos, the shelf with my Blu-rays and that on, 4Ks on, that used to be exclusively anime DVDs. I've only got one little shelf with anime on. I sold the rest because I just never watched them, and it just got ridiculous. I've only kept the shows that I love and will rewatch again. Need a drink, guys. Dr. Impossible says Gary Busey is in hot water, apparently. FBI involved. I heard about that. I guess they're all fucking being accused of stuff now, isn't it? I suppose. Whether it's true or not, it's a different matter. So don't go and instantly believing that it's true, because if anything tells you anything, the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial shows you that, you know, this reactive society that we're in is not always a good thing. People need to wait for evidence and wait for hard evidence and, you know, proper investigations to happen, rather than jumping to immediately believing the victim or immediately saying it did happen or it didn't happen. You know, just wait for evidence, wait for stuff to come out, then make your decision whether you believe believe the evidence or not. But going by their word against his, there's nothing, you can't make a decisive conclusion on that. And I think a lot of people are so reactive now in society that a lot of people are falsely accused of stuff, and then people just ruin their lives because they just automatically believe stuff. That's my 2 cents anyway. I'm gonna stop talking because my voice is dead. Soph says, or radiator legs is my other alter ego. Does anybody have any other girlfriends that when you go to sleep, their legs just turn into fire? Because that's what Soph is like. She turns into fire. I swear she's like from the Fantastic Four. She can just turn into fire. It's very, 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 very weird. Oh Christ. I see you there, Soph. I see you there. I see you there. I see you there as well, Peter. I see you there. Little plotting and planning and whatever you're doing. Professor Media says Vic Mignogna, an English voice actor, was sacked because a bunch of his fellow English voice actors falsely accused him of being touchy. All proven false, of course. Yet Funimation refused to correct their decision. Yeah. I think that was all due to just him hugging a fan at a convention or something along those lines. From my understanding, I could be completely incorrect there, but I'm sure he hugged the fan, who then had a hissy fit because she didn't want to get hugged, but didn't tell him she didn't want to be hugged. Something stupid. It was something really pathetic, and I'm just like, come on, guys, like fucking hell. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes these big companies, they make a decision. They just don't want to. They don't want to make them look like it. They don't want to make themselves look like idiots. They just don't. They just ignore anything else. It's really bad. Volskian says, where are we? Volskian says, oh yeah, I love Critters. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I love Critters. Yeah, definitely. Professor Media says, Critters are fantastic films. I even forgive 4 after the abomination that was Attacks. See, I think I prefer Attacks more than Critters 4, because at least in Attacks we actually get critters in the film, whereas Critters 4 we get like 2 critters and they're literally in the film for about 5 minutes. Their total screen time is about 7 minutes. It's fucking terrible. And that film really tries to be Star Wars and Aliens at the same time for some reason. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with Attacks. I think it's a fun TV made, TV budget movie. Not terrible. Silly, but not terrible. 4 is just, you watch 4, you watch Critters 4 for Brad Dourif because he's awesome in that film. But that's about it. But I will politely disagree with you on that. Kai says might have to check out Critters. Might have to check Critters out now. Definitely do. Even if it's just the first one, it's so much fun. Soph says watch Critters 1 to 3. Loved all 3. Not seen number 4 yet. You could skip 4, I suppose, but we can watch it if you'd like, Soph. Just to complete the series. Then we probably could watch Attack, and then we probably can watch New Binge, but New Binge is fucking weird. Lack of a better term, I suppose. Standing in Silence says, yeah, I mean, Danny Glover kind of sucks in Predator 2, but I like the rest of that film. That's fair, man. If you enjoy it, that's all good. But I just found it really difficult to get through on a rewatch. Decipher says, looks like I have to watch Critters and get back to you on that one, sir. Can't beat 80s cheese. Loved Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop is great fun. Maniac Cop is great fun. However, Bruce Campbell is meant to be the hero, but he's an absolute scumbag, so it makes it even funnier. It's even funnier. Maniac Cop's great. Great shout. That's a really good shout. Kai says, I feel that I've sold all my anime excluding films. They're too expensive to collect, and I'm happy sticking with Crunchyroll and Netflix. What really kind of killed it for me, remember when Kill the Kill was like really like, oh, the saviour of anime, oh my god, it's so good. FYI, it's not actually that good. But I remember the Volume 1, I think it was the Volume 1 DVD or Blu-ray came out. It had like 5 episodes on it. And I swear they wanted like 45 quid. They wanted like £45 for it, and it was just way too much money for 5 episodes. And I ended up bootlegging it because it was cheaper. I know I shouldn't bootleg stuff, but if the anime industry is going to be that egregious for 5 episodes, that's what I'm going to do. Eventually, I just sold all my DVDs and just kept the ones that I loved the most, like, you know, Trigun, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Dragon Ball, etc. Stuff like that. Dr. Impossible says, Busey's a crazy shit though, Jason. Always has been, but the knives are out. Bit like Frank Langella. So, because he's always been a crazy shit, the accusations could be true, is what you're saying, I guess. Time will tell, I suppose. Time will tell. If the FBI, it must be serious if the FBI is involved. Ed Matthews. Hello, Ed. Long time no speak, long time no hear from, long time no see. You get the gist. Busey issues was in my state, and a number of people came out about it, leaning to be more true, I think. That's fair. Like I said, if the FBI is involved, it must be pretty serious. But I try not to jump on a conclusion before I've seen all the evidence, or he's sat in front of a jury and they've, you know, came to a conclusion and said, look, he's guilty of this shit. But that's just me. Maybe I should go, okay, yeah, you're a scumbag. Boom. But I don't think that's fair. You know, it's always, in me, it's always innocent before guilty. And it's the prosecution's job to prove he's guilty as well, you know. He doesn't have to prove he's innocent. They've got to prove he's guilty. And people forget this. And, you know, no matter what government, justice system, whatever country you're from, it's always been the case from my understanding. But the justice systems all over the world are fucking fucked up anyway, so I don't know why I'm even speaking on that. So I've said, I read the charges against Gary. I will not say he is innocent or guilty until the full investigation. Yeah, that's pretty much my stance, really. Standing Silence says, anyone here picks up Dementor/Jugface Arrow video worth getting? I have not. There's not really been a lot from Arrow that I've been really wanting to grab at the moment. I think the last Arrow I picked up was Tenebrae, the 4K limited set, because I wanted all the Dario Argento 4K sets. But aside from that, like, when I really got into Arrow back like about 4 or 5 years ago, I really went full on and was picking up loads of stuff. But now they're giving me less and less reason to pick up new releases. Unless the concept of the film sounds really good, I'm not going to pick it up. Soph says, yeah, I'm up for watching Critters 4 and the rest of the franchise. Coolio. Ed Matthews says, I was not at that event, so just what I heard/read. Fair enough, man. That's fair. You know, it's all going to be like secondhand information, isn't it? Because, you know, we haven't witnessed it, we haven't heard, you know, we haven't seen it firsthand, so it's all going to be secondhand information based on what he says and based on what they say. It's all crazy. That's why I always say just hold out until there's an actual investigation and conclusion, and whether he's convicted of whatever these crimes are that he's been accused of. Pro Physical Media says, I think you just sit down and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Sophie. See, I've been wanting to at some point, but there's a few people, you know, in my personal friend group that say it's not aged well. And it's in 4x3 bugs me. So if it's in 4x3, I won't be watching it, because me and Soph, we always struggle to sit down and watch 4x3 stuff, which is a shame, because that shouldn't really turn us off. But it don't know why, it just does. You know, it's weird, and it's weird coming from me when Godzilla 954 is also in 4x3, but I can easily watch that with no issue. It's weird. I'm weird. Yeah, fucking weird. Kai says, yeah, so bad. They released 25 episode anime in 2 sets that cost £25 each or more, depending if it's a standard or collector's. Yeah, I think I got 2021. I got the Blu-ray of Neon Genesis Evangelion, just the standard version. It was like £50. But I've been wanting that Blu-ray forever. I've been harping on whoever gets the right for Neon Genesis Evangelion, fucking put it out on Blu-ray, re-release it, please. So I didn't care how much that was. I was going to get it anyway. But when it comes to just regular shows, yeah, it's just way too much. It's just way too much. Ed Matthews, hey brother, I agree. What was your top movie view this year? When it comes to my favourite film of the year so far, it's probably Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. I thought it was a really fun, over-the-top action film, action comedy. I thought the dialogue was really funny. I thought the story was really entertaining. And it really kind of focused on the characters and gave them a lot of kind of screen time and gave them a lot of backstory and motive and just a lot of characterization. I just thought that made the film just wildly entertaining. And I think everyone needs to check it out because it's absolutely brilliant. That's the only word I can think of about that film. It's brilliant. And I've been trying to think about maybe do I have any negatives or hang-ups for the film. There's some bits in there that I feel like that wouldn't happen in real life. Like that is not attainable. But it's a crazy, silly action film, so I don't care. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really have any hang-ups or negatives with Bullet Train. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to get it on 4K. I can't wait to own it on physical and rewatch it because I just think it's really funny. Brad Pitt's always been good as well. He's always been a great actor to me. And he's really funny in this. He's really good. All the characters are great. All the characters are memorable. And I think that's what you'll go into, hopefully come out of it and say that was really fun. That was just exactly what you want from a summer blockbuster, really, in the way I see it. Anyway, me and Soph just had a fucking blast with it. We came out and gone, that was fucking well fun. That was brilliant. So yeah, really recommend Bullet Train, guys. If you're still watching, if everyone's still watching, I really do recommend Bullet Train. It's so much fun. Probably my film of the year. Falcian says, I'm gonna go now. Have a nice rest. Have a nice rest of the stream. Well, thanks. I appreciate you joining the stream, man. Have a good sleep and whatever, and I'll speak to you soon. Next stream, hopefully. Never know how to say goodbye to people. It's weird. People leaving the stream. Never know how to say thanks. See you later. Like, I always feel awkward about it. I'm weird, guys. I'm fucking weird. Name the stars. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Jason. Well, hello there. Hello there. Isn't that like Obi-Wan Kenobi? Hello there. I don't know. Decipher says, I found out about Gamera from watching your video on the Arrow box sets. Thought the first from 65 was kick-ass. We'll have to finish the Showa era. The Showa era is really, really silly and really fun. It's very much for kids, but it's just there's a lot of charm with those Showa Gamera films. However, the 90s trilogy, the Heisei trilogy of Gamera from the 90s is like some of the best kaiju films ever made, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you think about those because they are just they are like a trilogy of kaiju films that did it better than Godzilla in the 90s. And that's saying a lot of things because there's a really good 90s Godzilla as well. But yeah, Gamera it's just a load of fun. Like, what is not appealing? How can you not say that a giant turtle that breathes fire and can fly? What is not cool in that sentence? It's fucking awesome, isn't it? It's cool as hell. It's so cool. Yeah, Gamera's fun. The original was really good, and the rest of the show here is just really just heartwarmingly, just charmingly fun movies. So I really hope you enjoy the rest of that. Kai says, yeah, apart from the Shore Scope last year and this year, I haven't got any Arrow titles since last summer. Like I said, I got the 4K Tenebrae set, and I think the only new release that I picked up before that was The Last Matinee, which is the Spanish film set in the cinema. Really good, kind of almost giallo-esque slasher. Really fun. It's pretty much a straight up slasher, really. It's got giallo elements, but it's more of a straight up slasher in the cinema. But it's really fun. Stanley Science says, yes, very good point. We were not there. Soph says, you are weird, but I love you and would not have you any other way. Well, I'm glad because I'm not changing for no one. So I'm stuck with the way I am, I'm afraid. Kai says, I said the same thing with Hunter x Hunter, but now it's been released in 5 sets that are £25 each. I'm kind of put off. See, I watched the first 2 arcs of Hunter x Hunter, and I really liked it. And I never watched any more, because I'm awful. It takes a lot for me to really carry on with an anime show. It's got to dig its claws in immediately, and it's got to continue to hang on to keep me going through however long the anime is. Most of the time I'm attracted to anime shows that are like 25 episodes long, when they're literally a very concise show with 1 season that don't have any plans of any more. That's where I'm like, yes. So for example, one of my favourite animes of all time is Trigun. It's like 26 episodes. One of my other favourite animes of all time is Fruits Basket, which is like 26 episodes. Those shows are very concise. They tell their story very well, and they don't need like fucking thousands of episodes to tell their story. They've told their story in a very small amount of time, and that's the ones I enjoy the most, because you can binge through 26 episode show in no time, right? So that's why I love those shows. Obviously, Dragon Ball is an exception, but I grew up with Dragon Ball, so it's kind of nostalgia linked to that, so I can rewatch that easily because I had that nostalgia and I love that show so much, that franchise. But yeah, when it comes to like ridiculously long anime, I just could not be asked. You know, give me Trigun, give me Fruits Basket. These shorter, you know, compact shows are much better, in my opinion. My love, are you a Diesel? Now, I don't think I am, because I'm not deceptive, but I do think I might be a Thomas, but that might be, I might be bigging myself up a bit there. I might not be that. Maybe I'm not that good to be a Thomas. Let me know what you think. Emma Starver says the first season of Buffy might seem its age badly due to the budget that Whedon had for that season, but it gets progressively better after season 1. I'd say it's worth watching. Well, I appreciate that, and I'll take that into consideration. When I get around to it, it's a different matter, because I'm terrible. Like, I think me and Soph, we've picked up so many different shows on DVD or Blu-ray, and we've not even started any of them. I think we've got like I got True Blood to watch that I've not started yet. I got Being Human that Soph recommended that I picked up really cheap in the charity shop, the whole series. Not started that yet. I got 24 from a charity shop, really cheap. Not started that yet. You get the gist. I got so much. I bought the original Gundam anime show. I bought the complete series on Blu-ray because Anime Limited were having a buy one get one free sale. So I paid 20 quid and got both volumes, which was great on Blu-ray. So I got that to watch. So many series that I've just bought and haven't got around to watching because I'm terrible. Anyway, I digress. Ed Matthew says, saw it last night, Bullet Train, liked it a lot. Yeah, I thought it was just so much fun. Just so good. So funny as well. So funny. I thought every character was really entertaining. And it's great when films have an eclectic cast of characters, and that you remember all of them by the end. That's a sign of a good movie, in my opinion. That's why I think films like Jaws, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, I think all these big movies like this, is big franchise movies, I think they're so successful because they give us memorable characters and characters we can grab onto and really root for and stuff. And this, I think Bullet Train's the same. I like all the characters in Bullet Train. I think they're just really fun characters and really likable characters. Even the dickhead characters are likable, and that's always cool in films. And I've got a thing about films on the train. I think that's a cool setting for a movie. Really cool setting for a movie. Train to Busan, Under Siege 2, Horror Express. Being on a train is a cool setting for a movie. Do more, please, Hollywood. It's fun. Where am I going? Pro Physical Media says, Fisherman's Friend 1 and all is fantastic, by the way. Made Evan cry, ugly cry, and I was a little weepy myself. It's not really a film for me, if I'm honest. I've not seen the first one either, so yeah, it's not really one that I really care to see, if I'm honest. The monkey says, Jason, are you? You spelled my name wrong. Jayon, are you familiar with the Severin label? I am, but I don't have much from them. I do have their, I think it's Severin. They released the two-part Video Nasties documentary on DVD, and I've got those. But I think that's all I have from Severin, if I'm honest, because it's too expensive to import them. It was quite expensive to get those Video Nasties because I ordered it directly from them, and it was quite expensive to ship them out. But yeah, I've heard they do good stuff. You know, it's not something I'll, you know, it's not like I'm avoiding. But if it was cheaper to order from them, I would. But it's a bit expensive, man. It's a bit expensive. Ed Matthews says, later all, I still have rules. Hell yes, they do. Fucking yes. Yes, mates. Messed up Discord. I'm not joking, man. It's all good. Messed up typo. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. You know, I'm unfamiliar with the label. I know of them. I have been on their website, but I don't know about this film that you're speaking of. I don't really know what it is. If it is what you say it is, it means I'm not going to be buying it. So I digress. Kai says the Chimera Ant arc is my favorite arc of all time in all of anime. Have you seen Code Geass? I think I started watching Code Geass years ago, but it didn't really grab me too much, so I didn't continue it. There's a lot of animes I've started and just haven't finished because either they haven't grabbed my attention, or something else has come out and I've started watching something else and you just get sidetracked and stuff like that. It's the story of my life, really. Getting sidetracked by all sorts of shit. Name the Star says, by the way, the second sight release of Dog Soldiers and picture quality is chef's kiss. Oh, I'm really glad it is. I'm looking forward to watching that. Giving it a rewatch. I haven't watched it in a few years, so getting to watch it in 4K is pretty awesome. The fact that the film even has got a 4K is quite incredible, to be honest, because it's such a underrated film. Where the fuck am I? Sorry, the comments have gone weird. There we go. I am back. Yeah, that's really cool to know. I'm really glad that the picture quality is really good. I was hoping it. Well, it's second sight, so I couldn't imagine it being terrible. Decipher says, recently got the second sight release of The Witch. Excellent collector's set. Highly recommend it if anyone is interested. They've just come out with the Dog Soldiers 2. Cracking good fun. Yeah, Decipher, I did show off my Dog Soldiers set earlier at the beginning of the stream. Really looking forward to actually rewatching this in 4K. I did try to watch The Witch and really couldn't get into it. Like the beginning kind of put me and Soph off a little bit. There's a scene with a baby and it's a bit fucking uncomfortable. Yeah, it kind of put me off a little bit. But maybe I should give it another shot, perhaps. Let me know. Monkey, my grandfather is a vampire. I think I've seen that advertised. So it is what you say it is. Kind of film, kind of dodgy, creepy. Soph says you're a defo a diesel. Tee hee hee. No, I don't think so. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't cause trouble that you know of. No, I'm joking. How rude. How rude. Stop it. I'm joking. Vin Diesel. It's about family, as he says. Standing Silence says, I've only got 4 or 5 Seven releases, but I did get those cheap off Arrow sales. Arrow sales? Well, you can get 7 releases from Arrow. Am I reading that wrong? Name of Stars. Not sure if you've seen it, Jason, but one I highly recommend everyone seeing this Phantom of the Open. Or is that opera? I don't know. Pure feel good fun. I'll take that into consideration. Fucking hell. Probably is. I don't know what makes it that. Someone needs to elaborate. If it's that, how has it been made? I'm off to sleep now. I'll see you later today. Yep, I'll see you about, I don't know what time. 4 o'clock your train, isn't it? Yeah, I'll see you later on. Sleep well, my love. I'm going to head out now. Nice talking with you and chat. Thanks, Kai, for joining the stream. Really do appreciate it. Sleep well and stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Man of the hour, Keith, Euphoria Pictures. Welcome to the stream, Keith. Appreciate it. Hey, Jason, apologies I couldn't make it on tonight, but hopefully we can do one very soon. Great to see you streaming again. Well, thanks, Keith. I really do appreciate it. It's actually kind of given me a bit of a boost, to be honest, because it's just nice just to engage with everyone and have a chat, talk about movies and stuff. Really cool. So thanks for joining the stream, Keith. I really appreciate it. Name of Stars says, I'm legitimately hoping, since Dog Soldiers gets this treatment, the second sight might now do The Descent. Oh, don't do this to me. I love The Descent. It's such a good film. That would be amazing. Now I want that. Now I want that. Thank you. No, I'm hoping for a Descent 4K from Second Sight. Damn it. Oh, jeez. I want the Drive set, because I saw Drive recently. Loved it. One of the best films ever, in my opinion. Drive, unbelievably good film. But I want that bloody Drive Second Sight set. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Night. Decipher says, sorry, I got a yawn. Oh, God, it's late. I found out they're coming out with what seems to be a requel to The Exorcist next year. God knows how that'll turn out. I heard it was it was doing the whole reboot. I heard it was doing the whole reboot sequel where, it takes place after the original but ignores all the sequels. From what I gather, they should just leave it alone. Like, I've not seen the sequels. I don't want to see the sequels. The original is a fucking horror masterpiece, and it's my favourite horror movie of all time. Leave it alone, Hollywood, please. Leave it alone. No, stop it. No. Standard Science says, yeah, Arrow have had a few different Severin Blu-rays for 5 or 6 on their sales. I've gotten Felicity, Birdemic, What, Blood and Flesh, and She Killed in Ecstasy. You got Birdemic. Oh, that film. That film is something special. In all of the bad ways as well. But it's special in a good way because it's so bad. Prefacing me just says, as a kaiju fan, Jason, what can you recommend that isn't Kong, Zilla, or Gamera? Gorgo. Gorgo is a 1960s British kaiju film set in London, and it's awesome. It's about a harbour town. They capture this creature from the sea, and they feel like it's similar to King Kong, where it's like, oh, it's the discovery of the century, and they set up like a big kind of almost circus to show it off and make loads of money, but they realise it's just a baby, and now the mother's gonna come and fuck shit up. It's really, really good. Gorgo, I really recommend Gorgo. It's great fun. Other kaiju stuff. See, like with kaiju, Kongzilla and Gamera are the three big ones. I recommend Rodan. Rodan is really good. That's a really good like standalone kaiju film. Rodan, actually, Rodan's really good. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Mothra, well, fucking hell, Mothra from 61. That is Mothra is like next level kaiju. Mothra from 1961, directed by Ishiro Honda, who directed the original Godzilla. Every kaiju film that came out after Mothra owes a debt to Mothra, because Mothra kind of changed the way kaiju films were produced going forward. So Mothra is so influential for that genre. So yeah, I'd recommend Mothra from 1961. Rodan, I forgot when it came out, so don't judge me. And Gorgo from 1961 as well, I think, or 62, I believe. Gorgo's really fun. Mothra is next level, kind of changed the way kaiju films were made. Yeah, that's where I'd go. So yeah, Mothra, Rodan, Gorgo. Go and check those out. They're really good. You can get Gorgo on Blu-ray because it's public domain at this point. You can get it on Blu-ray, because I got it on Blu-ray. I got it off eBay for about 20 quid. So yeah, definitely go and check those out. They're really good kaiju films. The Monkey says, Jason, you look like Doctor Strange from the very beginning of Multiverse. It's only because I'm getting old and getting some greys, man. I'm getting greys. I don't have the power of Doctor Strange. I don't have the power, unfortunately. I'm not Doctor Strange, guys. I really ain't. Then the Star says, I'm not sleeping because it's too freaking hot. Can someone please go away? Where are you from, Name the Stars? Because where I'm from, it's actually we've got kind of a cool evening for once at the moment. Standing Silent says, I think they sold out the ones they had on this sale, but they might be there again when they do October in October. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new sales. I always like Arrow sales because I always pick up something I've not actually heard of. I always kind of blind buy with the sales because they're so cheap. The Monkey says, Jason, you can keep your hair. I misunderstood Sophie. I thought she said you were like Vin Diesel, but she was talking about the bullet train. Yeah, there's this whole in joke with Bullet Train about diesels. So yeah. Standing Silence says, lol, I did indeed get a Birdemic. Look forward to watching it. Oh, you're in for a treat, man. That film is something else. Decipher says, I'll be off now. Lovely first live stream for me. I'll be starting Critters as soon as possible and Gamera too. You're a solid bloke, Jason, mate. Cheers for the content. Ta-ra. Decipher, if that's how I'm guessing I'm pronouncing that right with the X's in place of the other letters, whatever. Yeah, really do appreciate you jumping by. Thanks for the chat. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a good evening, and yeah, hopefully see you in the next stream. Thanks a lot. With that being said, guys, I'm going to call that a night. Thank you so much for everyone who joined the stream. It's been really good. I'm always surprised. Always surprised by the outpour of support when people jump on the stream and want to just chat and talk movies. Really appreciate it. I do have an unboxing coming up for this at some point this week, so look forward to that. Just going to dig deep into this. I don't know if I'm going to watch it before I do the unboxing, because I think Soph wants to watch this with me, so I might have to wait. But this is an unboxing. This is going to come soon at some point anyway. Yeah, thank you everyone that has come on. I really do appreciate it. It's getting a bit late now, so I need to go to bed and get up for work and stuff. Just go answer his last few comments and then we can call it a night. The Monkey says, what is your favourite vampire film, Jason? That would be 1985's Fright Night. Just the best fucking vampire film. Sorry, Name Star says, Southwest England, Swindon. Unfortunately, my flat is always directed in the line of the sun, so the heat just catches inside and won't go away. It's a sauna. Oh, that's a shame, man. I'm from like London area, so it's kind of cool here at the moment. Sandy says, good night, buddy. Night, Jason, and feel free to call me Nos. Take care. Cool, man. Good to know. Where am I going? Good night, Sophie. Sophie's gone, man. She's gone ages ago. She's already went. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I will see you next time. Stay safe and yeah. Have a good old week or whatever you're doing. So see you later.